stop doing the busy work. We get asked to do the things that really are outside our superpower space. So we've got to start, first of all, just saying no to those. No is an acceptable answer. Hey, Jamie, could you organize the team luncheon that we're having and just figure out what we need, what we need to eat and get people there, just to do this. Well, that means the place, the food, the time, the day that works for everybody. It becomes a whole project. Is she capable of doing it? Absolutely. Is it the right thing for her to do? Probably not. So to say, I'm booked, or I don't have capacity for that. Because when you start to accept those invitations, it just sounds like you're just helping out. And yeah, I can fit that in. It's just one little thing. The one little thing adds up to another little thing, to another little thing. You need to stop doing the busy work. You also need to be able to understand what is the work you should be doing. And some of that work is actually thinking and planning. And I have a surprise for many of you. The thinking and planning is actually work. It is actually things that should be done during your work hours, your work time. You need to plan your planning and your thinking and the space, the white space you need in your schedule to be more strategic. You need to plan that just as you would a meeting with your boss. And one of the things that many of us can do is just to book that time on our calendar now. If I get a new project in place, if I know one of the things I need is a couple hours to review what's there, to sort of map out the next steps so that I don't just jump whole on into the project without doing my strategic thinking, that's the first thing I book on my calendar. And I don't give that time away. Now the challenge is that sometimes our bosses will say, we'll figure it out anyway. This is where we have to hold others accountable of making a choice. Great, so we've got A, B, and C on the table right now. I think I can make the biggest contribution in A and B. What would you like to do with C? Not how do you want me to handle C? What would you like to do with C? Well, can't you figure out a way to do C? Well, I can if we drop A. Is that how you want to proceed? But if we give people a choice, we're going to set ourselves up for success, as well as they have a clear expectation about what can or can't be done within the time, within the budget, whatever the parameters of the project are. So we have to start learning how to drop some balls. The analogy that I use very often is like if you were playing catch with a child. I have a neighbor, her name is Kate, she's 5. If I was playing with Kate and then all of a sudden all these other balls came in at me, that experience of that most important thing I'm doing at the time gets totally diluted. Kate gets shortchanged. What's getting shortchanged in your world because you are trying to catch too many balls? And the thing we're also trying to do, and there's been a lot of fear in the economy of saying, well, I have to catch all the balls because, what if I drop one? What if I don't? Someone will say, well, you're not doing your job, or they might let me go, or it might get restructured. But the reality is that until a leader, a boss, and many of you who maybe have teams or have been leaders or want to be leaders, a leader doesn't react until there's a problem to react to. We don't point out the balls that are sitting on the floor. If we just pick them up and hope no one notices, there's nothing for our leaders to react to. There's no pain. And follow the pain and you can get attention. Follow the pain and you can get action. You can get help. So what are the balls you need to drop? What are the things that are on your to-do list right now, that are on your project plate, that shouldn't be?